Review also made a number of recommendations that, in the board's view, are best considered after the legislative process has been completed and the new Monetary Policy Board is up and running. This will avoid the current board locking in a future board into a particular approach. So there are 4 recommendations that we think are better dealt with by a future Monetary Policy Board. These are the publication of an unattributed vote count. The second is all board members making regular public appearances to discuss their thinking about monetary policy. Third is the establishment of an expert advisory group to advise the board. And the fourth is board papers being published with a 5-year lag. These 4 issues are all interrelated. And practices differ across central banks, and they're often tailored to the country's particular circumstances and institutional characteristics. The current board has judged that these 4 issues are best considered as a package by the new Monetary Policy Board. In each of these 4 areas I just mentioned, there is no universally accepted definition of best practice. The current Reserve Bank board structure, and that recommended by the review, is quite unusual by international standards. In almost every other central bank, most of the decision makers are insiders. That is, they spend the bulk of their time inside the central bank. In our case, only 2 of the 9 board members are insiders. It's the Governor and the Deputy Governor. The other 7 people on the board spend the bulk of their time outside the RBA, and that will remain the case if the review recommendations are all implemented. So this is a significant and material difference between the RBA and other central banks. The Australian model has the advantage of ensuring that there's diversity of thought, and it helps bring a wider perspective to monetary policy decisions. But it does have implications for the way those decisions are communicated and the appropriate accountability mechanisms. So in my view, and in the view of the current board, it's right to allow the new board to consider these issues and to make its own decisions after due deliberations.